Hello and welcome to RS-CMS, our case management system. RS-CMS is an enterprise-class, web-based ASP.NET solution built on N-tier architecture and is based on industry best practices and Ontario Public Service technical standards. It is scalable to all business sizes and applications, offering room for flexibility and future growth. RS-CMS will exceed your expectations by providing you with a solution that not only eliminates the need for paper by moving the organization towards full electronic file management, but it also supports standardized business processes through our intuitive end-to-end case management functionality and standard and dynamic workflows. Task management and investigation prioritization, escalation, and reporting is supported through our various methods of file assignments, task lists, and review workflows. Achieving an integrated investigative system is supported by standardized data entry, our robust document management module for evidence and data storage, multiple methods to search within and across investigation case files, and robust reporting functionality that allows management to get a full understanding of the cases being handled. Originally designed to be a legal case management solution, RS-CMS emphasizes the protection of personal and private information, auditing, and legal services requirements. Our document management and encrypted document packaging functionality simplifies and improves the creation of investigative reports and disclosure packages. Overall, RS-CMS eliminates the need for double entry and the use of multiple storage locations, providing an efficient and robust case management solution. This demo will walk you through the functionality that our system provides. The use of drop-down lists and checkboxes is maximized to ensure consistency in the data collected and stored, as well as to improve your organization's ability to report on the data in the system. Our solution is highly configurable, and as such, we've used a variety of demo sites to illustrate the functionality we want to highlight. This means the viewer will see a range of terminology and possible format and layout changes throughout. Welcome to RS-CMS. This is a typical login screen, but the content visible to the users is configurable. Security is a priority for any solution we develop, and as such, we offer several authentication methods depending on the business's security requirements. Users can create their own unique passwords, or the business can use Active Directory. If two-factor authentication is required, we offer a variety of methods to support this, including hardware or software tokens and PINs. After entering their username and password, the system validates the credentials and the user is redirected to their home page. RS-CMS is designed to be intuitive and easy to use. When a user logs into the system, they will see their home page or dashboard. At the top of every screen is a session timer for security reasons, and when the session times out after a period of inactivity, the user will be prompted to log back in. Session times are configurable. Menus provide the ability to navigate easily throughout the system, and they are completely configurable so the business can enable or disable menu items for specific user roles. Recently accessed cases or investigations are available for the user, while their to-dos, events, and alerts are displayed with a date range for filtering. Users can mark items as complete by simply checking the checkbox and then marking it as complete. The format of the case number is configurable, meaning that it can be configured to meet any existing business case numbering style. It can also be continuous or reset by the calendar or fiscal year. The prefix indicates the status of a case or investigation file. In this example, A means the file is active, while C indicates closed, but these are configurable. Pop-up menuing is available to facilitate navigation even further, allowing the user to open a case file directly to the page they wish to access. Depending on the business needs, reports can be displayed based on a user's role, or the users can choose what reports they prefer. The intake page is what creates a case file. It is our approach to create a custom intake page for our clients because the intake process is unique to every business. This is often where case types are defined, priorities assessed, and workflows are started. This is where cases are often assigned to specific roles or users, And to do this, we ensure that your intake page is customized to capture your unique business requirements. Depending on the implementation, the intake page can be created internally by a business user or can be submitted electronically using our public portal. We have also integrated with other systems to pull data that assists in an intake creation. Typical features of our intake pages include an embedded client or incident profile, providing the ability to enter and store locations. Our system offers 3 different formats based on Canada Post's address standards, as well as GPS coordinates. Each address format can be linked to multiple boundaries or intersections. We use Google's API to auto-populate addresses. The map will zoom into the location, and if you choose to include the GPS coordinates, they'll be pulled directly from the map. We can also click and drag to different locations, and then the address and GPS coordinates update accordingly. We also provide functionality to auto-populate service areas based on a location, and previous clients have found this to be quite useful when it comes to assigning case files to users on a regional basis. Other common functionality on intake pages includes adding contacts and documents to cases. The intake details portion of an intake is typically structured to capture the initial details of an incident or an investigation. These free-form text boxes are often followed by more details about the incident, the summary section. Details will help prioritize a file and define its characteristics, which will enable our system to then determine the stream it will take. Will it become a case file, or will it be closed? Does it require any scheduling? Is it urgent? Who should it be assigned to? Capturing these details up front streamlines the process, and these sorts of details are often useful when it comes to reporting as well. Review workflows can be introduced at any point during an intake and can be automatic or left up to the user to request, like in this case. In this example, the intake is being transferred from the intake to the frontline investigator, responsible for the organization that we've identified above. At this point, an intake has several options, including opening a case or investigation file, closing the intake immediately if it's determined to be inadmissible or to not show any merit. But regardless, when an intake is saved, a system-generated case number is automatically applied. The case summary page is exactly that, a summary of the highlights of an investigation case file. This is one example of a configured case summary page. It includes the major case issues and the business's service standards. Although not shown here, this is where case resources are assigned to a file based on the business's assigning protocols. RS-CMS includes our Find Resource functionality that enables users to search for a case resource that best meets the specific needs of a case file, be it client location, the file's categorizations, user distance from the incident, or user workload. Cases can also be linked together here using the case summary page. RS-CMS can track service standards to ensure the timely response to potential issues. Different service standards can be tracked for different case types, where appropriate. Reports can then be run that summarize work progress against service standards. The docket is a chronological list of all activities that have been entered into the investigation file over its life, providing a convenient overview of all investigative notes and activities. Every investigation can have an unlimited number of activities and notes that can be used for tracking purposes. The docket also provides a printable summary of the case file. Security is top of mind, and therefore it is possible to redact the summary to ensure that any names are not visible when the summary is printed. Our redaction functionality can be applied to other areas of the system as well, where required. File packaging is functionality available on the docket as well that allows users to select files to be zipped into an encrypted package. This functionality could be used to put together disclosure packages by selecting the documents to be submitted for disclosure and creating the package. RS-CMS then zips and encrypts the package for the user to either email from the system or download to a USB device. Our solution's document upload functionality can then allow the user to upload the package back to the system if there is a need to maintain a record of what packages were created. Every investigation can have an unlimited number of activities and notes that can be used for tracking purposes. Both activities and notes allow the user to add comments and documents to an investigation file. Both are effective methods of case entries, but offer slightly different user experiences. Activities include the matrix, which is designed for ease of use and quick data entry. The matrix provides a simple and efficient way for users to record the tasks that they perform. Throughout the system, there are several locations where a user can enter information into the matrix, each entry being date and time stamped by the system. Essentially, the matrix is a series of checkboxes that capture the activities, events, and tasks that can be performed at the various stages of an investigation. A specific matrix selection can trigger a reminder to do something, for example, a next step. The matrix can be used to track time, which in turn can be used as an auditing feature. Activities can be shared between linked investigation files, and privacy levels can be set to control who can see a specific activity record. Documents can also be uploaded to an activity record. As stated earlier, notes can be used to add comments and documents to an investigation case file. Notes are meant to provide the user with the ability to add a quick annotation, memo, or entry to an investigation file at any time. You can think of a note as adding a post-it to the investigation case file. For instance, a note could be used to add an annotation to an investigation or details about an internal discussion that a user may have had with a colleague about the current case file. Notes can also be emailed from the system to other contacts or system users and shared through our client portal that acts as a secure messaging workspace designed to replace regular email. Activities and notes both appear on the docket once they are created. Activities and notes can be entered for someone else and can be backdated to ensure proper file chronology. However, the original create date, time, and user are captured by the system's audit logs. Storage outside of the case management system is not required for digital evidence file management. RS-CMS supports several document repository methods, enabling our system to act as a central repository for all types of documents. SharePoint is the preferred method for storing documents because it allows our system to take advantage of the functionality that SharePoint offers, including advanced search functionality, programming with Java, text highlighting, scripted data migration, document versioning, archiving, and retention rules. Database and file structure are other methods that can be used to store documents. If your organization has an existing multimedia storage system, we can connect to it and pull from it as long as there is a web service or API. Document file size is a configurable value that we set to 25 megabytes initially for performance purposes, and our solution supports a wide variety of file types. Documents can be uploaded directly to a case file or as an attachment to any case-related activity. Regardless of where a document is uploaded, the same metadata applies. The metadata applied to a document is configurable, providing the ability to meet specific business requirements, for example, being able to identify whether documentary evidence is original or a copy. Additional metadata can be applied to a document to enable specific categorizations that can be used to categorize the type of evidence being uploaded. Users can also identify which documents are meant for disclosure. In our system, we can also store links to files stored in existing external storage systems. Our document management module also allows users to enter documents into our system and identify the location of these files. We can track files that do not exist in the system and log metadata to classify the type of file as well as its location. Adding metadata to files as they are uploaded allows RS-CMS to manage document archival and retention periods. RS-CMS can be configured to store versions of the same document and can prevent any documents from being deleted from the system if this is a requirement. Our solution can also be configured to look for existing documents that have already been uploaded and send alerts to users uploading documents twice. When documents are uploaded, they can be marked as important or as private. Important simply flags the document for other users, while private can be used for sensitive documents that our solution will zip and encrypt using 256-bit AES encryption. Only case resources who have the encryption key will be able to open the zipped file. Furthermore, if the document is emailed or taken from the system, then the file is still encrypted and requires the password to open and view it. Once uploaded, documents are always available for users to access. However, the user has to have access to the investigation case file in order to view the document. Capturing the metadata allows the documents to be linked together even if they are uploaded separately. This will address combining and merging documents. A unique feature of RS-CMS is our auto-processing software that can monitor folders, OCR the pages being scanned, and look for the investigation case file number. The software then automatically uploads the file into the appropriate investigation case file in RS-CMS and alerts case resources that it has been done. Our document management functionality is further enhanced by our MS add-in functionality. This functionality allows users to upload outgoing and incoming emails directly from Outlook into the appropriate investigation file. Our MS Word add-in tool works the same way by allowing users to upload a Word document to an investigation case file directly from the Word file itself. Documents are then listed in chronological order on the case's docket. In this example, we demonstrate how a user can upload an email directly from Outlook into its appropriate investigation folder by selecting the email, going to the Add-ins tab, and clicking Upload to CMS. We can then search for the appropriate case file, select the appropriate file from the list, populate any of the metadata that you wish to associate with the email, and then uploading it to CMS. Once the upload is successful, you'll notice that there's been a category has been applied to this email, which indicates that the email has been already uploaded to RS-CMS. We can then go into the case file to view the docket. And there's the email. You'll note that it gets dated with the actual receive date of the email, but the date that it was uploaded to the file is captured as well. One more thing to note is that emails are uploaded as true emails and not a copy. All metadata is kept and attachments are still available for access. RS-CMS's disbursement module can be used to track the details of any purchases and costs associated with a case file, while our invoicing module can be used to track accounts payable, receivables, tax rates, write-offs, and adjustments. RS-CMS enables users to track an unlimited number of case-related disbursements. We can define the stage that disbursement took place, the type of disbursement, any invoice number associated with the disbursement, the amount, whether it's paid and when it was paid. Document management can also be used to upload any receipts or invoicing associated with the disbursement. In conjunction with our disbursements module, our invoicing module can provide an understanding of the case costs and recovery where applicable. This module enables organizations to track their accounts payable and receivables and includes approval workflows throughout. When an accounts payable is received or has been entered into the system, it's possible to identify who it's payable to, any line items associated with that accounts payable, and then we can define the receivables, any adjustments that may need to be made to that account invoice, any write-offs, any refund requests, and then throughout the summary will update with the appropriate grand totals. Our embedded template generation can be used to create invoices automatically from this page that will pre-populate or auto-populate with values from the details above. And it's possible to create payment plans. Payment total will auto-populate any reasons for the payment plan, the payment methods, the frequency, number of payments, and when the payment plan is to start and finish. Our system will calculate the amount and how many payments, and then we can create the payment schedule. RS-CMS is able to integrate with external financial systems where a web service or API exists. In previous implementations, we've integrated with a client's financial system to share invoice details. An important part of this integration is the ability to batch payables so the financial departments can pay them at one time. Once payables have been entered into the system, they can be sent to a pending batch location, as you see here, for approval. Once approved, we can create the new batch to be provided to the financial system. It's then possible to go back and search for previous batches if necessary. RS-CMS provides the ability to populate templates in several formats, including MS Word, email, and PDF, with information from investigation case files. Once a template has been uploaded to the system, which is typically done during implementation, the user simply selects the template they wish to create, and the system populates all of the fields that it has information to populate. So for this example, these are the fields that have been identified by the system as needing populating, and then these are the values that it's able to populate. Down below, the system provides a preview of the template. With the appropriate permissions, users can add and override the values that the system's populated the fields with. By creating the template, the system will open up the Word document in its native format, and then this will allow the users to continue making word changes and formatting changes within MS Word itself. If this were an email template, the system would automatically save the email as a draft in the current user's draft folder in Outlook. Templates are extremely useful when an organization completes the same forms or sends the same letters out on a regular basis. RS-CMS's research module is an organization-wide document repository that offers several ways to categorize research materials, including keywords, tags, metadata, and descriptions. Our research module comes with functionality that, if used, will allow your organization to upload common research materials that apply to your investigations to the system and link it to investigation case files. RS-CMS allows users to create their own categorizations or tree words for use in classifying research material. Document tagging allows each user to create their own tags to classify their research materials in their own way. And as an added bonus, once a document is tagged, all users can search for it by not only its original document metadata information, but also by its tags. Using the multiple search methods, field search, full text search, and keyword search, users can search for materials and add them to their personal libraries for future reference. Users can also tag documents and rate documents for others to use. This module supports materials in a variety of formats. Our system includes the functionality for tiered categorization lists or tree structures that support an unlimited number of levels. These are dynamic values that admin users can modify using our intuitive user interfaces without change to the source code. RS-CMS offers a resource module that allows users to effectively manage and track their organization's resources, which could include equipment, technology, vehicles, hotel beds, shifts, etc. But the system is flexible, and resources can be anything the business needs them to be. The power of RS-CMS is that it allows resources to be linked to investigation case files. The resource module is a way to coordinate resources amongst users, clients, and other organizations. In this example, I'm booking a bed for a client. I've already selected the date range that my client requires, and I've completed my client search. Now I'm going to do the booking for the client. This module also maintains wait lists, resource assignments, and in combination with our reporting module, usage reporting can be accomplished. Tracking of equipment, technology, vehicles, etc. can be done through this module, and in combination with our existing price rates management functionality and our disbursement and invoicing modules, full costs of a case file and/or labor can be determined. RS-CMS enables the creation of task lists by system administrators. An unlimited number of tasks can be added to a list, and an unlimited number of lists can then be added to an investigation file. When a case file is categorized in a way that lends itself to an existing task list, that list can be applied to the case as shown here. This will automatically create a series of events and to-dos for all resources assigned to the investigation. Our progress bar, found on the docket, will provide a visual representation of what has been done on the investigation and what is yet to be done, based on the task lists applied to the investigation file. RS-CMS then supports the ability to track work progress against service standards. Our system offers standard and dynamic workflows. Standard workflows include generic review workflows, typically at the intake stage, the assigning of files, and prior to a case being closed. These are simple workflows involving one-way approvals to a single user role. In this example, our client required 2 one-step approvals at their intake stage. The business works in teams and is assigned files based on the ministry selected above. RS-CMS was configured to allow 2 one-step workflows, first to the frontline investigator, and then on to the senior investigator after the first approval was complete. Review dates can be automatically calculated to reflect service standards, or users can select the due dates themselves. The ability for the user to send an email notification to the person or role being assigned the file is provided. Emails typically contain a brief description of the nature of the assignment and a link to the case file. No personal or sensitive information is ever included in system emails. Dynamic workflows are more advanced and often include several steps or cycles. These workflows can be configured for use anywhere in the system and enable a more complex multi-step approval process to be captured and enforced by the system. RS-CMS enables system administrators to manage these complex workflows, and the system will log the outcome of every step along the way. RS-CMS allows for an unlimited number of workflow steps and can be configured to handle when a workflow step is passed, failed, or cancelled. Regardless of the type of workflow, standard or complex, RS-CMS provides users with alerts and email notifications about upcoming deadlines and overdue tasks. Colored flags and icons can indicate specific alerts on an investigation case file and can be used to indicate high priority or overdue items. Automated email notifications sync with MS Outlook where applicable to help remind users of upcoming tasks. Alert and email notifications sent by the system to notify appropriate management roles when tasks are escalated, and the additional methods to identify priority activities include colored icons, flags, and alerts. Our scheduling module's strength comes from its unique Outlook integration that uses Exchange Web Services, EWS, functionality to automate the scheduling of appointments. In this example, I see several clients that have been identified as requiring an interview, and they appear on this list. When I select the client I wish to schedule, I see their contact information, details about the interview that they're being scheduled for, contact preferences, any accommodations. The system checks for the user's predefined availability and displays next available time slots that meet the scheduling criteria. The system then confirms with the user's Outlook calendar before real-time scheduling occurs. Once an appointment has been scheduled, it is added to the Outlook user's calendar and the availability is removed from the system. Users will receive an alert of the scheduled event both within RS-CMS and in MS Outlook. RS-CMS's Outlook AutoSync feature means that if a user marks off time in their Outlook calendar, RS-CMS will synchronize with Outlook and remove the time from the user's availability in RS-CMS as well. If an appointment is cancelled, it is removed from the user's Outlook calendar and the user's availability is added back into RS-CMS for future booking. In this specific example, now that I've booked myself for the interview, my scheduled availability is shown as no, as it does not exist any longer, and my Outlook status is now busy. RS-CMS provides archiving functionality that uses unique file and carton barcoding to make on-site file tracking and archiving simple. Users can search for files that are ready to be archived and add them to cartons. In this particular example, there are 10 files in this carton that we are looking at. Users can create file opening labels, close labels, carton barcode labels, and carton inventory sheets. Using a barcode scanner, users can scan the files and place them into a carton for on-site or off-site storage. Once cartons are ready to be moved off-site, carton inventory sheets can be printed. The example we're going to illustrate here has shown that our system has been configured to meet the needs of Archive Ontario, so we populate their custom inventory sheets. So here's an example of their inventory sheet populated with the carton content. Whether archived internally or externally, RS-CMS has built-in workflows that make requesting files and tracking their progress easy. If a paper file exists, then its current location is always displayed in its electronic file. Users can scan files in and out of the file room to increase oversight and security around paper files. Users can also run a simple report to find out what files have already been archived based on your organization's archiving protocols. RunStraight offers two types of portals, a client portal and a partner portal. Both provide encrypted, multilingual functionality to allow your clients and partners to securely share documents, submit forms, and do e-filing. Our secure messaging and document sharing features let clients and partners share large, sensitive documents securely, rather than as email attachments where size limitations exist. Common features that are included in both types of portals include case status, secure messaging, document exchange for larger files, information requests from RS-CMS to the portal, the ability for users to update their own contact information, approval workflows, custom reports, selected activities, self-service functionality is required by your business, general form and templates, and the ability to collect specific data elements. The main difference between the client portal and the partner portal is the level of access. Clients can only see their own case files, and then only what you want to show them, while partners can see the clients and case files they are permitted to see, where access can be based on different parameters, including the partner's organization, unique case files, or clients. Clients or partners will be able to go into their case files and view their status, the original intake, whatever started that case, the complaint details, which is more a case summary. They can send messages back and forth or make requests for information. The docket in this portal example has all the back and forth communication between the client and the organization. Access from our Managers module, our flexible reporting tool, can be used to break down, filter, and run predefined reports. Our use of drop-down lists, checkboxes, and radio buttons means that data is entered consistently into the system, and also means that we can run reports on almost any system data in a variety of ways. Our system has over 100 reports in it, and additional reports can be easily created at any time. As part of our RS-CMS implementation, our team will create any reports the organization requires prior to implementation. It is possible to build and save ad hoc reports in our reporting module for repeat use with our built-in ad hoc report builder and MS Excel Power View functionality. This functionality allows users to build queries easily and save them for future use. In fact, with a basic knowledge of SQL, users can build and modify reports themselves. Predefined report parameters allow users to create customized drop-down lists to select from, which makes filtering, sorting, and grouping query output simple. For example, users can select the fields they want to report on within a specific date range. When creating a report, we can make them active or not active, define the report name, the report type, summary versus list, or dashboard, which would show up on a user's dashboard homepage, or ad hoc lists or ad hoc summary reports. We can define the owner, global versus owner specific. A description helps users figure out which reports they want to run. Which database are we pulling from? What kind of report are we creating? How often will the report be run? We do have built-in scheduling functionality, which means a report can be run at a predefined time. The report SQL. What type of PDF style? How is the report going to be exported? How is it going to be filtered? Is it by date, by owner, or by role? Who has access to the report? Then we can get into further details, data sets, charts associated with the report, any subtotal breakdowns. We can have multiple subtotals and then a ground total data set. The schedule of the report to be run, styles, KPIs, and table fields. To summarize, data can be exported to a variety of output file types, including Excel, PDF, and HTML. Each report can support up to 5 data sets or result groups, and charts allow you to view all related data in one convenient report. Our report functionality allows for automatic sub and grand totaling and supports several chart types, including pie, bar, and column. Accessed from the admin module, system administrators can easily create and maintain user accounts. RS-CMS can seamlessly integrate with an existing Active Directory for single sign-on. By entering a domain and username, our system will pull all the necessary information to create the user account, and then any additional contact information, as well as details around the reporting structure, support staff, and service region details, can be populated to support the mentoring and review workflows and any automatic assigning of files. Roles are configurable, meaning that the roles required for a successful command triangle can be configured to aid in assigning case resources to an investigation. Users can have multiple roles if the system requires. Identifying languages and any case conflicts are details that enhance our scheduling functionality because they allow our system to avoid scheduling users that have a specific conflict or ensure that a client can be scheduled with someone who speaks a specific language. Location is the main location that a user is associated with and comes into play for partners that may be off-site but contributing through our partner portal. Security details allow a user to be restricted to a specific IP range while off-site or enforces two-factor authentication when required. IP filtering is optional. Depending on the implementation, if RS-CMS or the portals are hosted on a public domain, the solution and users can be restricted access based on their IP address. This functionality requires that users have static IPs or be filtered within an IP range. RS-CMS also supports forms and Active Directory authentication processes as well as two-factor authentication using hard or soft tokens or PINs. Accessed through our admin module, RS-CMS has robust auditing functionality that maintains a complete record of every change that occurs in the system, including the activity, the event, the user that performed the change, the date and the time the entry occurred, and the pre- and post changes. Although a record may be deleted in the system because it is no longer visible in a case file, in fact, RS-CMS only supports logical deletes. This means that nothing is truly deleted from the database and can be retrieved if required. Our reporting module can then be used to run reports on any of the auditing values. As with all of our implementations, you can expect to see RS-CMS improve your processes in the following ways. By enhancing your organization's current file and reporting features, as well as enabling integration between evidence management and photo and scene management applications, supporting the investigation and police oversight, managing task escalation relevant to the needs of the investigation, providing an intuitive and easy-to-use automated case management system that eliminates the need for time-consuming tasks and processes. RS-CMS will provide the tools to track and report on case disposition, status, issues, and tasks, as well as the tracking of non-compliance, regulatory issues related to police or policies. Overall, RS-CMS will provide the tools to allow management to transform raw data into meaningful and useful business intelligence information that will aid the director in making operational decisions. Thank you so much. Please contact us if you have any questions or want a live demo.